Hello, hello, kitties. So, it's Thursday. Time for me to go to class. Time for you to enjoy this video clip and meet me later after for the commentary. It's like really shitty lighting inside of my car, but I was in a hurry, left the gym as always, came to class, and now I'm here for class. Gotta go. But enjoy it and leave a comment. Let me know what you guys are thinking. I'd love to hear it. But here's a clip. Have a good one. We'll see you at the commentary. Bye. Hi. I haven't recorded in quite a while. I've actually just, honestly, of course, fallen into the regular drunken cycle of I don't feel like it. I don't feel like doing anything, and I'm ashamed of it, and I just really don't want to do it just because I know it's another step in facing this demon that I have. So, at this point of me not recording in about a week and a half, I think actually probably 2 weeks, it's the night before I leave to go to Kaylee's wedding, and guess who hasn't bought their plane ticket? Yeah. I kept putting it off and putting it off and putting it off and saying I'll get it later, and of course the time eventually came. You had to have a plane ticket, and I just didn't want to spend the money before, so now of course plane ticket prices are higher, and guess who doesn't have the money to cough up to go to the wedding that she so desperately wanted to go to? Now, at this time, I am given options. I can either spend the last of the money that I do have to pay for a plane, like a last-minute plane ticket, spend my own money and go. Or my mother has nicely enough given me her American Express to use, to go. Because somewhere in her, she knew that her daughter would drink. And tonight that came out because she said, well, where's your money, Jasmine? Where's your money? And I said nothing. And of course she said, it's because you drink it away. And that, of course, stung a lot. But it only stung because, one, she was obviously very right. And two, that if I look back, only a short time ago, I was doing fine. I was on my road to sobriety. I was completely sober, didn't think about liquor, didn't need liquor, didn't want liquor, had nothing to do with it. And it took really only just one slip and I was done. And 2 months, and here I am. It's like completely night and day. I don't know, I can't even express how much I am disappointed in myself, which I've said before, but I can't even express the disappointment in other people, because I'm sure that there are people that were kind of thinking that, like, Jasmine coming home again, like, she wouldn't really do that. Why would she do that? And, like, this is the reason. And then to find out that this is the reason, because she's a drunk. This is why she's home again. This is why she couldn't cope with life, couldn't do anything, couldn't, like, be successful in all the amazing opportunities that she's gotten. So I have to, like, face myself, and I have to be positive and just kind of, like, understand that you're either going to do it or you're not. And if you're not, then, like, either shit or get off the pot. Get up and just live your life as a drunk. Because I will always say that, like, I don't want to be a drunk, yet I'm always drunk. I know that I can't do this alone, but this is probably one of the scariest things I've ever encountered. Because I don't want to do it, and yet I still find a way to do it. So as much as I don't want to do this and find ways to do it, I need to find ways not to do it. And tonight was a really good reason to not do it. And I thought Trump being president was a problem. Alright, so I don't know, I think that one was a little easier to watch. for Kaylee's wedding. We'd gone to the bachelorette party, and it was time to do Kaylee's wedding. And I remember thinking at the time, and even looking back, that absolutely is what it was. I am such a person of self-sabotage. Like, I think I intentionally just, like, let me not get the ticket. Let it get down to the wire just to see, like, what's going to happen to Hail Mary. Have somebody else to worry about. Make like a more dramatic thing occur. Because at any point I had the money to buy the ticket. Just didn't. Just kept putting off. Kept procrastinating. Just not getting the ticket. Till the night before. Kept drinking. Till the night before. Thank God for moms, right? Obviously my mom knew at the time. Yeah, I was fucking up. So, yeah, she came through then. But one thing that I will say, at the beginning of the video, I say, like, I didn't feel like recording, so I hadn't in a week. And I say that in a few of these videos, but I find it ironic only because even now, with 10 months of sobriety, I still will say to myself, well, I don't feel like going to the gym today, or I don't feel like recording today, or I don't feel like riding today. And I'll have to, like, now I'll kick myself in the ass and just be like, get up. Like, you don't feel like it, but you're not always gonna feel like it, but you're gonna do it. And I think a year ago, I would have let the I don't feel like it keep me from doing something. So today, I woke up later than I wanted, and I didn't feel like going to the gym to do fasted cardio, but I just, like, got up and I did it. And today I didn't feel like going back to the gym to, like, 3 hours, 4 hours later to do round 2 for a back workout before class, but I did it. Now I'm here getting ready to go to class as always, and then I have a client after class at 9:30. Do I feel like doing these things? No. But am I going to complain about them? No. I'm just going to do it. And that is where I think the mentality has changed, because before, I think that's why it was so easy for me to slip into drinking, because I would say I feel sad or I feel like drinking, and so I would. And now I just kind of say, well, I feel like this, but it's kind of like, suck it up, buttercup, you're all right. So that is a big difference, and that has been a big part of what's kept me sober and kept me consistent in anything. Even doing this, like, I kind of expected, and I'm pretty sure other people expected it to fizzle out after, like, me doing it a few times, and it got routine or normal, and my big secret was out. Well, sorry, that's my hand in front of the camera. This is so shaky because I have nothing to set it on, and I usually do. No, I think we expected, like, or at least I did, I'm not gonna lie, I expected me to stop doing it at some point, just be like, it was fun while it lasted, and it's done, and everybody knows now, it's old news. Didn't pop like I wanted it to. No, like, this is a commitment that I made, and I'm going to continue doing this, and I really don't know where it's gonna go, but I'm gonna keep going. And I think that's something that I also learned with having my sobriety, that there's gonna be good days, there's gonna be bad days, but I've made the decision that I'm gonna keep going. So even if I do have another relapse, we will nip it in the bud and say, sorry, it was a mistake and it was a blip, but I'm gonna keep going, gonna keep pushing forward. And that's what you have to do. I think a lot of times we get scared, or like just fear in general will cripple us and stop us. And we'll say, well, what if this happens? Or what if this happens? Or what if this doesn't work right? And we stop right there in that situation. Look past it. What's gonna happen after? Because at no point when I was sober and stuck in that fear of getting or when I was drinking and stuck in the fear of getting sober, did I ever think that I would be here? Did I ever think that I would actually even have 6 months? Did I think that I'd have a month? But the fact that I do, and daily continue to not have liquor beating down on me like a monkey on my back, I don't even really think about it anymore. But I never would have thought that I got here if I would, like, I never would have imagined myself here back then. So now I try to just keep focused and keep moving forward and keep thinking about, well, what's after this? What happens if the worst does come out of it? What happens after? If the best comes out of it, what happens after? Just keep going. I don't let fear stick me in a situation. So that, I keep moving around. That is my commentary for tonight's video. I hope you enjoyed, and it is a very special day. I got to find out today that a very close person to me is now celebrating. Today is their 30 days sober. I'm not going to say any names, not going to say who that person is, but if you are watching, congratulations. I'm very proud of you. Keep it up. Have a good night, guys. We'll see you next time.